Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1984 D Liberty coin, its history, its current market value, and why collectors around the world are searching for it right now. Welcome to Coins. The year 1984 may seem like just another year in American history, but in the world of coin collecting, it carries special significance. In 1984, the United States Mint struck millions of 1-cent coins featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln. These coins are often referred to as Liberty coins because of the word Liberty proudly displayed on the obverse side. The 1984 D penny was minted at the famous Denver Mint, known officially as the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint, marked by the small letter D on the coin, produced an enormous mintage of 1984 pennies. On the surface, this might make the coin seem common and ordinary. But here's where things get interesting. Even when millions are produced, certain coins become rare due to minting errors, exceptional condition, or unique varieties. That's where the real money begins. The 1984 D Lincoln cent features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The reverse of the 1984 coin still featured the classic wheat ears? No. By 1984, the reverse showed the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. That design remained in place until 2008. Now let's talk about composition. The 1984 D penny is made primarily of copper-plated zinc. After 1982, the mint transitioned from mostly copper coins to zinc cores with a thin copper coating. This change reduced production costs but also introduced new types of minting errors. These errors are what collectors hunt for. One of the most famous and valuable varieties connected to 1984 pennies is the 1984 double die obverse. This error shows noticeable doubling in Lincoln's ear, sometimes called the double ear variety. If you look closely with magnification, you may see what appears to be two earlobes. That tiny mistake can transform a 1-cent coin into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. In circulated condition, a normal 1984 D penny is usually worth only a few cents. But in uncirculated condition, especially graded by professional grading companies, the value increases. In mint state 65 condition, the coin might sell for a modest premium. In higher grades like MS67 or above, the price can jump dramatically because high-grade examples are harder to find. Now let's talk about the current market. Coin values are constantly changing depending on demand, auction records, collector interest, and economic trends. In today's market, a regular circulated 1984 D penny is typically worth face value. But an uncirculated example might range from a few dollars to perhaps $10 to $20 depending on quality. However, the real excitement comes with error coins. A verified 1984 double die obverse penny has sold for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. In exceptional high-grade certified condition, rare examples have reached astonishing prices at auction. While a figure like $787,976.48 would represent an extraordinary and extremely rare scenario, top condition, unique error coins in the broader rare coin market have achieved massive six-figure results under the right circumstances. Condition is everything. Coin grading uses a scale from 1 to 70. The closer a coin is to 70, the more perfect it is. Most coins in circulation show wear, scratches, and damage. But occasionally, someone discovers a coin preserved in pristine condition for decades. That's when collectors compete fiercely. Another factor that affects value is eye appeal. Even two coins with the same grade can sell for very different prices depending on color, luster, and strike quality. A bright red uncirculated 1984 D penny with full mint luster will always attract more attention than a dull brown example. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. The Lincoln Cent series began in 1909 and is one of the most collected coin series in American history. Over generations, millions of people have searched through rolls of pennies hoping to find something rare. The 1984 D may not be the rarest Lincoln cent ever made, but its error varieties give it a special place in the hobby. why are people still searching for this coin today? Because valuable discoveries still happen. Coin roll hunters go to banks, get boxes of pennies, and carefully inspect each one. Estate sales, old jars, inherited collections, treasures can be hiding anywhere. If you think you might have a valuable 1984 D penny, here's what to check. Look for doubling in Lincoln's ear and the word Liberty. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Check the mint mark to confirm the D from Denver. Examine the coin's condition. Avoid cleaning the coin, because cleaning can drastically reduce value. If you believe you have something special, consider submitting it to a professional grading service. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Precious metal prices, collector demand, and online auction platforms have made it easier for rare coins to reach global buyers. Even small coins can bring life-changing money if they have the right combination of rarity and condition, but remember this: not every 1984 D penny is valuable. Most are common. The key is knowledge. Understanding mint errors, grading standards, and market demand is what separates an ordinary coin from a potential treasure. The history behind these coins adds emotional value as well. Think about the journey of a single 1984 D penny. It may have passed through thousands of hands over decades. It may have bought candy, groceries, or been dropped on a sidewalk. Yet today, that same coin could be sitting unnoticed in a jar, waiting to be rediscovered. Collectors love stories. They love the idea that history lives in metal. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln represents resilience, leadership, and transformation in American history. Every Liberty coin carries that legacy forward. If you are serious about coin collecting, start learning about mint marks, die varieties, strike quality, and preservation. Study auction records. Watch how prices move. Join collector communities. The more knowledge you gain, the sharper your eye becomes. And here's something exciting: the coin market can surprise you at any time. A new variety discovery can instantly increase interest in a specific year and mint mark. As information spreads, prices can rise rapidly. So next time you receive change, don't ignore those pennies. Take a second look. The 1984 D Liberty coin might look small, but under the right conditions, it can carry serious value. Treasure hunting doesn't always require a metal detector or buried chest. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight. This is Coins, your home for rare coin discoveries, hidden values, market updates, and the stories behind the money in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1984 D Liberty coin and its current market potential, stay tuned for more incredible coin stories that could change the way you see your spare change forever. Today's story is going to amaze you. Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand, a simple Liberty coin, and realizing it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even an unbelievable $787,976.47. Yes, you heard that right. Some Liberty coins in today's market are worth life-changing money. The name Liberty has always carried power in American coinage. The image of Lady Liberty represents freedom, hope, strength, and the spirit of a nation. For more than 2 centuries, Liberty has appeared on some of the most beautiful and collectible coins ever produced in the United States. From silver dollars to gold pieces, from small cents to large commemoratives, Liberty coins have fascinated collectors around the world. Let's go back in time. In the 18th and 19th centuries, early Liberty coins were handcrafted with incredible detail. Designs like the flowing hair dollar and the Morgan dollar became legends in the numismatic world. These coins were not just currency. They were symbols of a young nation growing stronger every year. Today, well-preserved examples of these coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, millions. Now let's talk about why Liberty coins are so valuable. The value of a coin depends on rarity, condition, demand, historical importance, mint mark, and sometimes even a tiny error. A small detail can make a huge difference. A double strike, a misprint, an off-center design, or a rare mint location can transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. When it comes to the 1985 Liberty-related coins, many people get curious. In 1985, the United States Mint produced coins that featured classic designs connected to liberty symbolism. For example, modern commemorative coins and bullion coins often revived older liberty themes. While most 1985 circulating coins are common and worth face value, certain special editions, proof versions, or error coins can be worth significantly more. For instance, proof coins from 1985 in perfect PR70 condition graded by professional services can sell for high premiums. Silver and gold commemoratives from that era, especially low mintage releases, can command impressive prices in today's market. The condition matters more than the year alone. A coin graded MS-70 is dramatically more valuable than one graded MS-60. Collectors also look closely at mint marks. Coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco can have different values. The San Francisco Mint is especially known for proof coins, and those proof liberty designs are often deeply mirrored and highly collectible. Now let's talk about the current market. The rare coin market has grown rapidly in recent years. Investors are moving toward tangible assets. Gold and silver prices influence liberty coin values, especially bullion pieces. At the same time, collector demand pushes rare historical liberty coins to record-breaking auction results. Some ultra-rare liberty coins have crossed auction blocks for extraordinary prices. High-grade early liberty gold coins, especially from the 1800s, have reached hundreds of thousands of dollars. In extreme cases, rare date varieties have exceeded several $1 million. When we mention a figure like $787,976.47, that represents the kind of powerful potential top-tier liberty coins can reach under the right conditions. One of the most iconic liberty designs in American history is the St. Gaudens Double Eagle. This stunning gold coin, designed by Augustus St. Gaudens, is often considered one of the most beautiful coins ever made. High-grade examples regularly sell for massive amounts at auctions. Collectors compete aggressively for coins in near-perfect condition. Another highly respected liberty design is the Walking Liberty $50. This design later inspired the American Silver Eagle bullion coin. Key dates of the Walking Liberty series in mint state condition can be worth thousands of dollars. Again, rarity and grade determine everything, but here is the truth many people do not realize. Even a modern liberty coin from the 1980s can surprise you. Error coins are the hidden treasures of the modern era. A small minting mistake can make a coin worth hundreds or thousands. Double die errors, clipped planchets, wrong planchet strikes, and missing clad layers are examples of mint errors that collectors love. The most important step if you believe you have a rare liberty coin is professional grading. Companies like PCGS and NGC authenticate and grade coins, sealing them in protective holders. A certified coin gains trust in the marketplace, and that trust directly increases value. Condition is everything. A coin with scratches, cleaning marks, or heavy wear loses value dramatically. Never clean a coin. Cleaning reduces collector value instantly. Keep coins in protective holders, avoid touching the surface, and store them in a cool, dry place. Now imagine searching through old collections, inherited boxes, or bank rolls and discovering a rare liberty coin in pristine condition. That excitement is what drives millions of collectors worldwide. Every coin tells a story. Every scratch, every detail connects you to history. The market today is stronger than ever. Online auctions, global collectors, and rising precious metal prices continue pushing high-quality liberty coins upward. While not every 1985 coin will make you rich, the possibility of discovering a rare variety or high-grade example keeps the hunt alive. If you are serious about liberty coins, research is your best friend. Study mintages. Learn key dates. Understand grading scales from good to mint state 70. Follow auction results. Watch market trends. Knowledge turns ordinary collectors into successful investors. The dream of finding a liberty coin worth $787,976.47 may sound unbelievable, but history proves that rare coins can reach extraordinary prices. The difference between a $1 coin and a nearly $1 million coin can be a tiny detail most people overlook. Liberty coins are more than metal. They represent freedom, art, history, and opportunity. From early silver dollars to gold masterpieces, from 19th-century classics to modern commemoratives, Liberty remains one of the most powerful symbols in coin collecting. So next time you see a Liberty coin, do not ignore it. Look closely. Check the date. Inspect the mint mark. Examine the condition. Because hidden inside that small piece of metal could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. This is Coins, your home for rare treasures, hidden values, and the incredible stories behind the world's most valuable coins. Stay tuned, keep collecting, and remember, the next Liberty coin you hold might just change your life forever. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood topics in the world of American coin collecting, the legendary Liberty coins and the truth about the 1987 D issue. If you have ever heard someone say a Liberty coin is worth $787,976.47, or even close to $1 million, then stay with me, because what you are about to learn could completely change how you look at the coins in your pocket. Liberty coins are not just pieces of metal. They are pieces of American history. For more than a century, the image of Lady Liberty appeared on some of the most iconic coins ever produced by the United States Mint. From the famous Morgan dollar to the elegant walking Liberty half dollar and the beautiful peace dollar, Liberty has symbolized freedom, strength, and opportunity. Collectors all over the world search for high-grade Liberty coins because certain rare dates and mint marks have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, some pristine Morgan dollars have crossed the $1 million mark depending on condition and rarity. That is why rumors spread so quickly online when someone hears that a Liberty coin from 1987 D is worth nearly $800,000. Now let's slow down and understand something important. By 1987, classic circulating Liberty designs like the Morgan dollar and walking Liberty half dollar were long gone. However, Liberty still appeared on commemorative and bullion coins. One of the most important coins introduced in the mid-1980s was the American Silver Eagle. This coin features the historic walking Liberty design on the front, originally created by Adolph A. Weinman. In 1987, the United States Mint produced Silver Eagles at multiple mint facilities, including the United States Mint branches in San Francisco and Philadelphia. The Denver Mint, located in Denver Mint, is known for using the D Mint mark on many coins. However, standard bullion Silver Eagles from 1987 typically do not carry a visible mint mark on the coin itself. Proof versions were struck in San Francisco and carry the S mint mark. So when people say 1987 D Liberty coin, we must clarify what they are talking about. In 1987, the Denver Mint did produce circulating coinage such as the Washington quarter, the Roosevelt dime, and the Kennedy half dollar. But these coins do not feature the large standing Liberty design most collectors imagine when they hear Liberty coin. This is where myths start. On social media and video platforms, you may see titles claiming a 1987 D Liberty coin is worth $787,976.47. That exact dollar amount sounds precise, dramatic, and exciting. But in reality, coin values depend on four major factors: rarity, condition, demand, and authenticity. Let's talk about rarity. A coin must have a limited mintage or surviving population to command extreme prices. The 1987 bullion Silver Eagle had a strong mintage in the millions. That makes it popular, but not rare in a standard uncirculated condition. Now condition is everything. Professional grading companies like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company evaluate coins on a 70-point scale. A coin graded MS-70, meaning perfect mint state, can sell for a significant premium compared to an MS-69 or MS-68 example. But even then, a 1987 Silver Eagle in perfect condition does not approach hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's typical market. Demand also plays a powerful role. The Silver Eagle series is extremely popular because it contains 1 ounce of pure silver. Its value is tied partly to the global silver price. When silver rises, these coins rise. When silver falls, they adjust accordingly. Now let's address the possibility of errors. Sometimes a coin becomes extraordinarily valuable because of a mint error. Off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet strikes, or experimental pieces can sell for large amounts. If, and this is very important, if a genuine 1987 D coin were discovered with a dramatic and unique mint error verified by top grading experts, it could potentially command a huge auction price. But that would be an exception, not the rule. History shows us that legendary Liberty coins from earlier eras bring the highest prices. Rare Carson City Morgan dollars, for example, are among the most desired in the world. Coins struck at the Carson City Mint carry the CC Mint mark and are highly collectible due to their lower mintages and Wild West history. The story of liberty on American coinage reflects the evolution of the nation itself. In the late 18th century and throughout the 19th century, liberty represented independence and national pride. Designs changed from flowing hair to capped bust to seated liberty and eventually to the bold Morgan portrait. Each change marked a new chapter in American artistry. When the walking liberty design was introduced in 1916, it quickly became one of the most beloved coin designs ever created. That is why it was revived for the American Silver Eagle in 1986. Even today, collectors and investors buy millions of Silver Eagles every year. So what is the realistic current market value of a standard 1987 Silver Eagle? Typically, its value is based on the spot price of silver plus a premium. Depending on condition and certification, it may range from modest collector premiums to higher values for graded high-mint state coins. But reaching nearly $800,000 would require extraordinary circumstances, such as a unique prototype, a dramatic one-of-a-kind mint error, or a historically significant discovery verified by experts. This is why education is power in the coin world. Before believing viral claims, always verify with trusted numismatic organizations, auction records, and certified grading results. Auction houses such as Heritage Auctions regularly publish real sales data, allowing collectors to see actual hammer prices achieved by rare coins. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the treasure hunt. It comes from searching rolls, visiting coin shows, studying mint marks, and learning grading techniques. Sometimes you may find a coin worth far more than face value. But most of the time, value comes from patience, research, and understanding the market. If you have a 1987 D coin, examine it carefully. Check the mint mark. Look for unusual doubling in the lettering. Inspect the surfaces for pristine condition. Consider professional grading if you believe it is exceptional. Store it properly in protective holders. Never clean your coins, because cleaning can drastically reduce value. Remember, the true worth of a Liberty coin is not just in dollars. It is in history, artistry, and the story it carries across generations. A coin that traveled through countless hands over decades carries silent stories of commerce, change, and American life. Massive six-figure coin sales do happen. They happen when rarity meets perfection and meets demand at the right moment in the marketplace. But those are special cases backed by documentation and competitive bidding. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and the truth behind 1987 D values, make sure you stay connected with Coins for more detailed market updates, rare coin breakdowns, grading secrets, and historical insights. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and the next discovery could be waiting in a collection, a safe, or even spare change. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and searched coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the legendary Liberty coin, with special focus on the 1988 D issue and its current market value. Many people believe some of these coins are worth life-changing money, and there are shocking auction stories where rare Liberty coins have sold for hundreds of thousands and even close to $1 million. Today we will uncover the truth, the history, the market value, and whether your coin could be worth a fortune like $787,976 or more. The word Liberty has appeared on American coins for more than 2 centuries. From early silver dollars to modern designs, Liberty represents freedom and national identity in the United States. Some of the most famous Liberty coins include the Morgan dollar, the Peace dollar, and the iconic Walking Liberty half dollar. These coins are loved for their artistic beauty and silver content, and some rare dates have reached incredible prices at auction. Now let us focus on 1988 and the Denver Mint Mark D. In 1988, the United States Mint was producing circulating coins like pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars. The most common Liberty design circulating in 1988 was not the older classic Liberty portrait, but Liberty still appeared symbolically in inscriptions and in certain commemorative or bullion issues. The Denver Mint, marked with a small d on the coin, produced millions and millions of coins that year. If you are talking about a 1988 D penny, it would feature Abraham Lincoln on the front, and not the traditional Liberty portrait. If you are talking about a 1988 D half dollar, it would show John F. Kennedy. So when collectors say 1988 D Liberty coin, they usually mean either a bullion issue like the American Silver Eagle, which carries a modern version of the walking Liberty design, or they are referring to a misunderstanding about a rare mint error. The American Silver Eagle, first introduced in 1986, features the famous walking Liberty design on the front. In 1988, these were struck in bullion versions without mint mark and proof versions from San Francisco with S mint mark. There was no standard 1988 D Silver Eagle released for circulation, which already tells us something important. If someone claims to have a regular 1988 D Liberty Silver Eagle, it is likely confusion or misinformation. So where does the idea of $787,976 come from? In the rare coin world, extremely high prices usually come from one of three situations. First, a very rare early date coin in perfect condition. Second, a coin with a unique minting error. Third, a special prototype or pattern coin never meant for public release. For example, certain rare dates of the Morgan dollar in pristine condition have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. High-grade coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading companies can bring astonishing prices if they are rare. But common date coins in average circulated condition are usually worth only face value or their silver content. If you have a 1988 D coin, the first thing you must check is the exact denomination. Is it a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar, or a bullion coin? Next, examine the condition carefully. Coins are graded from poor all the way to mint state. A coin that has never been circulated and has perfect luster and no scratches can be worth much more than a worn coin. Mint errors can also dramatically increase value. Look for double die errors where the letters appear doubled. Look for off-center strikes. Look for missing clad layers on dimes or quarters. Look for wrong planchet errors where a coin was struck on metal intended for another denomination. These rare mistakes can make a normal coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, it is extremely important to understand that a standard 1988 D circulating coin in normal condition is not worth $787,976. Most 1988 D pennies are worth 1 cent unless they are in brilliant uncirculated condition or have a rare error. Most 1988 D quarters are worth 25 cents unless they are part of a high-grade collection. The same applies to dimes and nickels. Now let us talk about market trends. The coin market changes over time depending on silver prices, collector demand, and auction records. Silver-based Liberty coins like the Morgan dollar and Peace dollar often rise in value when silver prices increase. Bullion coins like the American Silver Eagle track closely with the spot price of silver, plus a small premium. If someone claims their 1988 D Liberty coin is worth nearly $800,000, you must ask for proof. Has it been graded by a top grading company? Has it sold at a major auction house? Is it listed in recognized price guides? Without documentation, such high values are usually rumors spreading online. There are, however, genuine stories of coins selling for nearly $1 million. Rare early American silver dollars from the 1700s and 1800s in exceptional condition have crossed that mark. Unique error coins and experimental strikes have also reached extraordinary prices. But these are extremely rare cases, often one of a kind. If you believe you have a valuable 1988 D coin, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value instantly. Keep it in a safe holder. Compare it carefully with verified examples. Weigh it with a precise digital scale. Measure the diameter and thickness. Check for unusual characteristics. you can also consider submitting the coin to a professional grading service. A certified grade can dramatically increase buyer confidence. Collectors are willing to pay much more for coins that are authenticated and graded. The history of Liberty on American coinage is rich and powerful. Liberty has been shown as a crowned goddess, a walking figure, a seated figure, and even as a symbol of hope and strength during times of war and economic hardship. That is why Liberty coins hold emotional as well as financial value for collectors around the world. Today, the most realistic current market value of a standard 1988D circulating coin is face value to a few dollars in mint condition. A 1988 bullion silver coin, if applicable, would be worth the current silver market price plus premium. Extremely rare error examples could be worth more, but verified examples are necessary. The key message for every collector watching this on coins is knowledge is power. Do not believe every viral post claiming your pocket change is worth millions. Study the history. Learn about mint marks. Understand grading. Follow real auction results. The coin market rewards patience, research, and authenticity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and the 1988D mystery, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more detailed coin history, market updates, and hidden treasure stories. In the world of numismatics, sometimes a simple coin can carry centuries of history, art, and value. And who knows, the next time you check your change, you might discover something truly special. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the legendary 1988D Liberty coin. If you have ever searched your pocket change and wondered whether a simple coin could be worth a fortune, then stay with me because this story might completely change how you look at your coins forever. The Liberty design has always held a special place in American coin history. The word liberty itself represents freedom, strength, and the foundation of the United States. For more than 2 centuries, Liberty has appeared on many American coins, symbolizing hope and independence. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are entering a world filled with history, mystery, rare mint errors, and life-changing values. Now let's focus on the year 1988 and the famous D Mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major United States mint facilities responsible for producing millions of coins every year. In 1988, the Denver Mint struck millions of coins for circulation, including the Lincoln Cent, which features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. The 1988 Lincoln Cent may look ordinary at first glance. It has the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the word Liberty clearly printed beside him, along with the year 1988 and the small d mint mark below the date. On the reverse, it shows the iconic Lincoln Memorial design that was used from 1959 to 2008. But here is where the excitement begins. While most 1988 D pennies are only worth 1 cent, there are rare varieties and mint errors that can be worth thousands, and in some exceptional discussions and speculative listings, values have been mentioned as high as $787,976.45. That number may sound unbelievable, but in the world of rare coins, condition, rarity, and demand can create extraordinary prices. One of the most famous varieties connected to 1988 is the transitional design issue involving the reverse of 1989 being used on some 1988 coins. There are reports of a 1988 cent struck with a reverse design intended for the following year. These small design differences are extremely difficult to spot without magnification, but collectors who understand the details know that such transitional errors can command very high premiums. In coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1988 D penny in circulated condition might be worth only a few cents. However, a coin graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The higher the grade, the fewer coins exist in that pristine condition, and rarity drives value. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC carefully examine coins under magnification. They look for luster, strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. A tiny scratch or spot can reduce the value significantly. That is why finding a high-grade 1988 D Liberty coin directly from an original mint roll can be extremely exciting. Now let's talk about errors. Error coins are among the most valuable types of modern coins. Some known 1988D errors include double die varieties, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks in earlier years, and other minting mistakes. A genuine double die can show clear doubling in the letters of Liberty or in the date. These coins can sell for hundreds or thousands depending on visibility and condition. The history of the Liberty design itself goes back much further than 1988. Liberty has appeared in many forms, from early large cents to the famous Morgan dollars and walking Liberty half dollars. Each generation of coins tells a story of American culture, economic changes, and artistic evolution. When collectors hear the word Liberty, they often think of classic silver coins, but even modern cents carry that proud inscription. The presence of Liberty on a coin connects it to more than 200 years of American heritage. Now let's discuss realistic current market value. As of today, most 1988D Lincoln cents in average circulated condition are worth between 1 cent and 5 cents. In uncirculated mint state condition, they may range from a few dollars up to $20 or $30 depending on grade. However, special varieties such as the 1988 reverse of 1989 transitional error have sold for significantly higher amounts, sometimes reaching several $1,000s at auction. The key lesson here is knowledge. Many people ignore pennies because they think they are worthless. But rare varieties hide in plain sight. All it takes is one sharp eye and a little research to discover something valuable. Imagine checking an old jar of coins inherited from a relative. You see a simple 1988D penny. You almost throw it back without looking carefully. But under magnification, you notice unusual lettering details. That small discovery could change everything. Collectors should always use a magnifying glass of at least 10x power when inspecting coins. Compare the design carefully with verified examples from trusted sources. Study the spacing of letters in Liberty, the shape of the date numbers, and the details of the Lincoln Memorial. Another important factor is mintage numbers. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies in 1988. High mintage usually means lower value, but special errors are exceptions. When a rare mistake occurs during production, only a tiny fraction of coins carry that error, making them scarce and desirable. Let's also address the dramatic value claim of $787,976.45. In the rare coin market, prices that high are usually associated with extremely rare historic coins in top condition, not common circulation cents. However, sensational price claims often attract attention online. It is important to verify auction records from major auction houses before believing extraordinary numbers. Always check confirmed sales results rather than unverified listings. Still, modern coins have surprised collectors before. There have been pennies sold for over $1 million, but those were extremely rare historical issues such as the famous 1943 bronze cent error. That proves that even a small coin can become legendary. The journey of the 1988D Liberty coin reminds us that value is not just about metal content. It is about rarity, demand, history, and condition. A single cent carries the image of one of America's most respected presidents and the powerful word liberty. If you want to start searching for valuable coins, begin with your pocket change. Organize coins by year and mint mark. Learn about key dates and known varieties. Protect high-grade coins and holders to prevent damage. The coin market is constantly changing. Prices rise and fall depending on collector demand and economic conditions. Silver and gold prices influence precious metal coins, but copper cents rely mostly on collector interest. The thrill of coin collecting is not only about money. It is about the hunt, the history, and the excitement of discovery. Every coin has passed through many hands, traveled through decades, and witnessed history. So next time you see a 1988D Liberty penny, do not ignore it. Look closer. Study it carefully. Compare it with known varieties. Who knows, you might be holding something far more valuable than 1 cent. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1988D Liberty coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share this video with friends and family so they can check their coins too. The next rare treasure could already be in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, and especially the mystery and excitement surrounding the 1989 D Liberty coin and its current market value. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, mint errors, and the thrill of discovering that a simple coin in your pocket could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, then this is the video you have been waiting for. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are entering a world that goes back more than 2 centuries in American history. The word liberty has appeared on United States coins since the very beginning of the nation. From the early flowing hair designs to the famous Morgan dollar and beyond, liberty has symbolized freedom, strength, and opportunity. That is why collectors across the globe search for Liberty coins with passion and excitement. One of the most iconic Liberty coin designs in American history is the Morgan silver dollar. The Morgan dollar, designed by George T. Morgan, was minted from 1878 to 1904 and again in 1921. It features Lady Liberty on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Certain dates and mint marks of the Morgan dollar have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction, depending on condition and rarity. High-grade examples with strong luster and minimal contact marks can bring extraordinary prices. Another important Liberty coin is the peace dollar. The peace dollar was introduced in 1921 after World War I to symbolize peace. It also features a beautiful Liberty portrait. High-quality peace dollars from specific years and mints can command strong premiums in the market. Now let us move closer to modern times and focus on coins that collectors often overlook but can sometimes hold surprising value. Many people ask about the 1989 D Liberty coin. First, we need to understand what this coin actually refers to. In 1989, the United States Mint in Denver produced several coins that featured the word Liberty, including the Washington Quarter, the Roosevelt Dime, and the Lincoln Cent, all carrying the D Mint mark for Denver. The most commonly discussed coin from 1989 D is the 1989 D Lincoln Cent. While this coin is not made of silver and was produced in very large quantities, certain error varieties and high-grade specimens can still be valuable. For example, coins in mint state condition graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services can sell for significant amounts compared to face value. A normal circulated 1989 D cent is usually worth only 1 cent, but a perfect uncirculated example can be worth many dollars, sometimes even more depending on demand and population reports. When we talk about extraordinary values like hundreds of thousands of dollars, we are usually referring to rare error coins or extremely rare historical Liberty coins. A standard 1989 D coin is not worth $787,976.43 under normal circumstances. However, the coin market has seen dramatic auction results when a coin combines extreme rarity, historical importance, and superb condition. Condition is everything in the coin market. Professional grading companies such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company use a 70-point grading scale. A coin graded MS-70 is considered perfect. The difference between MS-65 and MS-67 can mean a huge difference in price. That is why collectors carefully examine coins under magnification, checking for scratches, luster breaks, rim nicks, and strike quality. Mint errors are another reason a coin from a common year like 1989 D could become valuable. Some examples of mint errors include double die errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet errors. A dramatic off-center 1989 D coin or a strong double die could sell for far more than face value, especially if authenticated and graded. The coin market today is driven by auctions, online platforms, coin shows, and private sales. Major auction houses regularly sell rare Liberty coins for impressive sums. Demand can change depending on collector interest, economic conditions, and the overall popularity of numismatics. Silver and gold prices also influence the market, especially for older Liberty coins made from precious metals. Historical Liberty gold coins such as the Liberty Head Double Eagle are among the most sought-after coins in American numismatics. Certain rare dates in high grade have crossed the $1 million mark at auction. These coins were minted in the 19th and early 20th centuries and carry both gold value and collector premium. So what about the current market value of a 1989 D Liberty coin today? If we are specifically talking about a 1989 D Lincoln cent in circulated condition, the value remains 1 cent. In uncirculated rolls or mint sets, they can be worth slightly more, often a few cents to a few dollars. If you find an error variety or a coin in exceptionally high mint state grade, the value can rise significantly, possibly into the hundreds of dollars for rare varieties. Collectors should always verify coins through trusted grading services and avoid exaggerated claims online. Many videos and social media posts suggest that common coins are worth huge amounts of money, but real value depends on rarity, demand, and verified condition. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility. Every time you check your pocket change, you are participating in a treasure hunt. Even if most coins are common, the rare ones do exist. Stories of people finding valuable coins in circulation continue to inspire new collectors every year. If you want to start building value in your collection, focus on education. Learn about mint marks, understand how to identify errors, study grading standards, and follow recent auction results. Building knowledge is the most powerful tool in numismatics. The history of Liberty coins reflects the history of the United States itself. From early silver dollars to modern clad coinage, the image of liberty has evolved but remains a powerful national symbol. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are preserving history. The coin market today remains strong, with growing interest from younger collectors and investors. Online marketplaces and grading transparency have made it easier than ever to buy and sell coins worldwide. Rare Liberty coins in top condition continue to perform well at auction. Before you assume that your 1989 D coin is worth nearly $800,000, carefully inspect it. Look for errors, check the condition, and consider professional grading if it appears exceptional. Most likely it is a standard issue coin, but even standard coins can be the beginning of an exciting collecting journey. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoy learning about Liberty coins, rare mint errors, current market values, and hidden treasures in everyday change, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of numismatics. Your next valuable discovery could already be in your pocket.